All right, here we go, chat.
Watched countless guilds not withstand the test of time to things such as greed. 75,000 on auction house. All participants are in there. Fuck, I really should have just stole it, honestly, and kicked all of you.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, what are you doing? Get your shit together.
Drama.
Yeah, so you're telling me that that Ceradoma Island thing with Corrupt was because that guy was ganking stuff?
Oh boy, this again. Yes.
Internal conflict.
I continue when they're done.
He haunts the Riftstone.
Wait, Theo's in the Rift Zone?
No.
Nah, I'm fucking.
And best of all, Reddit posts.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
So this is like, I've had my fair share of drama in guilds, into just like drama in open world chat. Like Castleton is well known for that. So if y'all wanted me to do a tell all or something one day, I definitely can.
Get your goddamn ugly ass.
Throne in Liberty will be one of those games that everyone looks back at and says, you just had to be there. It reminded me of one giant high school where everyone knew each other and is constantly trying to get into each other's business, where rumors and drama spread like wildfire. If you've ever played Telephone or Chinese Whispers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So why does the game...
For sure. Everybody was up in everybody's business, for sure.
Game currently have a strong downward trend? Well, there are three major reasons why. Reason number one would be guild requirements. Me and three friends decided to create a guild called Holy on a whim solely because of a title at the end of milestones. It required you to be in the top 20 guilds by the time the milestone finished. I slowly started to realize what it would take to reach that goal the closer I got to it. It started from recruiting players that were level 20 and logged in every 3 days to recruiting only level 50s who averaged 6,000 guild rep daily. Holy went from killing Chernobog with 9 people. That's gonna kill Truth. Yep, I knew it. To farming a dentist with 60.
Oh shit, runes!
Oh, a sword as well.
Oh my god, in heaven.
We went from a casual noob-friendly guild to the chopping block. If you didn't make a GVG, you were kicked. Some might argue this creates a...
Bro, this is exactly the type of requirements that FTP had in the prime, like FTP days before they disbanded on Castleton. You had to make the events unless you otherwise told them, but you couldn't miss too many events. Like you missed more than one event in a row, even if it was because you were sick or something, then there potentially could have been like consequences of getting kicked. So 100%, if you want to be a top guild, you gotta set those requirements.
a toxic environment, and others might say this was necessary to stay competitive. Sometimes I feud old members of our guild to see if they continued playing. Unfortunately, they never did. My whole point is, if you want to be in a top guild, you might as well quit your day job and pick up Throne and Liberty. You can definitely play casually, but you will not be able to experience like 80% of the game. The average...
I agree with that. If you want to be in a top guild, quit your day job, because someone that has a day job and streams and plays this game full time as well. I log in at like 8 p.m. every day and I play till midnight, and it's still not enough. Ever. It's never enough.
Average top guild requirements is looking like 4 GVGs a week on Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and then you had Siege bi-weekly on Sundays, and then you had conflict bosses during prime time, which was like 7 p.m. EST and forward. Now recently they added war games, which are usually randomly scheduled throughout the week. It depends on the guild that you're in. I mean, at our peak of playing, we were doing like 3 or 4 CTAs a day, which in other words means you're on call for 24 hours. Most top guilds required you to not have a social life or any family, so any time off that you would take would usually result in you getting kicked. This obviously wasn't the case.
Not 100%. You would not 100% get kicked if you needed to take time off. But make it a habit, 100% you get kicked.
Case for my guild. Reason number 2 is the Zerg meta. If you aren't 4 to 8 guilds deep with matching names, you're most likely getting Zerg Ape 150 Flash Wave into Perma Knockup, 100 Vortex Arrow into 50 Devastating Smash, CC Lock, one-shot Eridus Staff, Bug Abuse combo every conflict. All while playing on 27 FPS because your PC can't handle 500 people trying to get one hit on the boss for a small chance at loot. If you aren't a part of the Zerg, just give up and forget even thinking about getting loot. 90% of the items items that drop will go to them, and the 9% will be the random in his 3 out of 70 player guild that disconnected mid-fight because he's on.
This is true. It's the absolute state of Castleton right now. On Castleton, there's just one huge alliance, like one big Zerg. It doesn't matter who else is on there. None of the other guilds have kind of like formed a Zerg, so they just get face rolled. That's exactly how all this loot system works and everything. If you look back at when there was multiple Zergs, yeah, it was kind of a fight. Or if there is a server out there that has multiple Zergs, you do have those fights. But almost every server I've looked at right now, there's one, maybe two Zergs out there on every single server. So it's just one alliance runs the server, and they're just getting geared out the ass compared to everybody else because they're actually just getting the drops. Now, most of the gear you can get nowadays is just from your tier 2 dungeons, right? But your boss weapons, your arch boss weapons, those are a lot harder to come by.
On Xbox. Not only that, the guy will probably never reconnect for some reason. He'll never pick up his loot, so it'll still end up going to the Zerg anyways that's standing there 280 people deep on a single item. Or you can be the 1% like us and fight the Zerg with 2 guilds and still get loot.
Alright, we're going in, guys. Full push in. You're just playing aggressive, popping everything, and pushing to the loot. Just setting across loot, guys. Setting across
they're
the
all
loot.
just standing on the loot.
On top of it. Corrupt is just standing on top of it.
Let's do in 10 seconds. Let's just all fly right on top and drop on top of it, okay? Good luck.
I died instantly.
No
We
way!
got it.
Yes.
No way! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go,
That's-
Sleepy! Let's
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
go!
Yo, that's a big dub. Big dub for smaller guilds out there. They landed on the loot on the Bellendir staff, and they got it.
Holy shit! Regardless, good luck. Siege was pretty much a similar experience, albeit we did manage to outsmart the Zerg and get into Throne Room during TNL's very first siege.
Oh, we got
Resgate inside. We got Resgate inside.
Guys, push for that fucking breach. Let's go. Push in that breach. Let's go. Push in that breach.
Got a resgate down, Shinobi.
We're looking left. We're looking left.
Everybody in the throne room. Everybody in the throne room. 2 minutes left. I want res gates down if you haven't used them out. Everybody in throne room. Stack around Holy.
Get the ones and twos in our ball, please. That's what's killing us.
Guys, we're looking
ones
for
and
defender spawn at 12. We're looking for defender
The ones and twos in the ball, please.
spawn at 12. Burn these guys up trying to come through defender spawn at 12.
Even making it that far against the Fury Corrupt Alliance in itself was an accomplishment. Those guys are really strong and have a lot of good players as well. With all that being said, you might as well just not participate in any large-scale PvP because it will be overrun by Zergs. If you are on a more popular server, things like nighttime PvP and dynamic PvP are almost obsolete for anyone that doesn't have an alliance. Your best bet is playing 3v3 arena or even going to Castleton for 1v1s. Reason number 3, the content. PvP games usually have average or below average PvE content. This game's PvE gets stale very quickly due to a few things. The mob density sucks. If you're going to have us running around in circles like Black Desert Online, you might as well increase the density. Dungeon variety is another thing. At first it was fun learning everything.
Those open world dungeons need to have more mobs. Like, I want to be able to burn hundreds of mobs and feel comfortable doing it. Like, the spawns just don't spawn fast enough now with our gear. We're able to Zerg through certain areas. The normal rotations are now getting extended just by an extra spot, just so that we can actually get full respawns when we come back.
But later on it becomes a tedious task that you are forced to spam, which in turn creates a lot of toxicity towards new players who don't know what to do. You have the elitist veteran who has done the dungeon hundreds of times just for their daily, and then you have the new player who
Oh man, this dude is literally just explaining me. The elitist veteran has done it hundreds of times. I kid you not, in almost every single like TikTok video or stream that I've done, somebody comes in, what should I be doing? Bro, I log in every day and do my 3 daily tier 1-star dungeons and my 2 daily 2-star dungeons minimum every single day with my 10 contracts. So these dungeons are getting stale as shit. We need like new mechanics. We need new dungeons. We need more mobs in the dungeons. Something.
who hasn't done it. One person wants to finish it as fast as possible, while the other still needs to learn it. This turns people away from the game. I think the game lacks incentive to do the main pieces of content, whether that be through PvE or PvP, and I won't even get started on how badly the rune system killed the game's population. Another meaningless grind for a few decimals of a percent towards your stats. Overall though, I had a lot of fun playing Throne and Liberty, but Path of Exile 2 and Marvel Rivals.
This is true. The rune system, we saw a huge downtick in popularity with the game because it just added another level of grinding to the game, that where the grinding in the game is very repetitive and like not very entertaining. If they give us a different way to farm these or something, it could bring back player base. But I know it's a Korean based MMO. All these grinding things we have to grind for are gonna be there. So if it's just not your type of game, then don't play it. But we do have to incentivize some of these newer players to come back to the game, because if not, it's eventually gonna be like Black Desert and not have the player base to be able to do anything unless it's just one giant server.
Unfortunately killed the game for a lot of people. It was the first taste of freedom we'd had in 3 months of mandatory this and mandatory that. We decided to take a 1-week break.
Yeah, stay over there. No.
She died! She died!
No.
Katsu died too! Bifle died.
No. No way he just cleared us like that.
Oh, I died! Which turned into a 2-week break.
Right here?
This is what happens. You take a break, it gets extended. I took a break. I took like a 2 or 3 day break to go play World of Warcraft. Luckily, I played hardcore World of Warcraft, got to like level 15 and died. So I came back real fast. But if you take a break and you actually enjoy playing another game, the grind might not be enough incentive to come back. Like the new content might not be enough incentive.
Yep. That turned into a we'll come back when a significant content patch drops to now indefinitely disbanding. I think our run on TNL was great. We had lots of ups and downs, made a lot of new friends, and experienced something that I hadn't before, creating a guild from scratch and peaking in the top 4 of Carnix. I don't plan on quitting TNL, but as it currently stands, I do not plan on playing it actively until something significant comes out again. If you are also on a break from TNL and plan on coming back for T2 and Talandre, or even if you want to play other games, because we're variety gamers now, feel free to join our Discord. We will be rebuilding our guild at some point, and we'll be looking.
All right. I want to say one thing here, chat. Everything that was stated in this video is true. Throne and Liberty's player base is coming down. If you feel like you're in one of those huge alliances that kind of just took a break and now they're on an extended break, or you're in a guild that wasn't a huge alliance and you want to try to get into that, 1000% follow a streamer. Get in a streamer guild. Get in a guild that your favorite streamers in. Play with them. The streamer's going to be there to make content, and 1000% you'll be able to still do some of this content. Just not as much as you were right when the game first came out. Make sure you go to a streamer guild. If you want to, you can join Castleton. And you can join Mercs, the Mercs Guild on Castleton, and you can play with us, guys. If you want to play with me in this game, in Throne and Liberty, if you want to have a good time, I'm not going anywhere. Join Castleton, request to join the Mercs Guild, and 1000% until we're full, you will have a spot. All right, guys, let's try to turn Throne and Liberty around. Let's make this shit fun again. We are going to have fun in this game. I know it. Even though the grind's not there, I probably don't sound very enthusiastic about it, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.